Hello everyone and welcome to Timelessly Tarot. My name is Betsy and I'll be doing your reading for today. Gemini, I felt a really strong sense to do your reading, so we're going to start with you today. Gemini, this is just a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to stop the characters now. If I'm talking about them, I could be talking about you. If I'm talking about you, I could be talking about them. So, if this doesn't resonate, please check your moon, rising, or Venus sign. Or this reading is not for you. Not every video is going to be for you. Just take it how it resonates. It might be little pieces in there for you, it might not. So, okay, we're going to do your full moon in Leo reading. Gemini. Gemini, what have you been creating the past 6 months, Gemini? I feel like something like a quick opportunity, like jumping on an opportunity. Maybe trying to be quick on your feet. For some. So what have you been creating the past 6 months? Maybe living like in a nostalgic moment. You could be living in the past right now, living on an old dream, living on an old relationship, kind of just daydreaming. This could be good or bad, this could be good or hurtful, like helpful or hurtful. I'm not getting either or. I just feel like a sense of kind of reminiscing on the past, and it's a missing stage. So it is in the reverse. So it is a little more hurt on the hurtful side. So you could be thinking of like bad past memories, or for some, if it's not like just reminiscing on the past, it's like thinking of bad memories from the past. So what is this? What have we been creating? What have we been creating? Wanting to have that, your own emotional self back. Wanting to have that feel of your old self again. You could be looking back at your past self like, I really miss who I was once upon a time. I really miss this go-lucky young woman, young man that I once was. You've been working on yourself. You've been working on getting yourself back, getting the old you back, getting the old Gemini back, because Geminis are very like free and but the bad thing about Gemini too is when you're in a relationship, when you're in a friendship that's very trusting, very loving, you kind of give yourself to them. You literally like give your soul to them to where it changes you as a person. So it's like when you split up from somebody or when you stop being friends with somebody, you have to learn how to be yourself all over again. That's the kind of twin in you as well. You can act a certain way around people and then be another way around different people. You're very adaptable. So when you're in a relationship like this or in a friendship like this, it's very hard for you to kind of separate yourself from this person instead of becoming what this person wants you to become. So it's good, the past 6 months you have been working on yourself and trying to get back to that old mentality, that old Gemini self, the social, fun-loving, going to lunch with friends and enjoying it, instead of like talking about your problems with your friends over and over and over. You actually want to talk about other things, happy things that are happening in your life. So how can you find joy in the present moment? How can you find that joy in this reminiscence? How can you find the joy? How can you find that joy? How can you find that joy? You have a lot of options here, which is causing confusion. You could be kind of, like I said, daydreaming. It's like a daydreaming confusion. Like, I don't know if you're confused about what went down. You could be maybe having many options. Like, you're like, I could do this, I could do that, I could go back to school, I could get this job here, so let's clarify this 7 of Cups. What is this joy? It could also mean like you should go out and do different things. You should keep your options open. Keep the options open. Don't settle. Just kind of live in that daydreamy phase of not having to have the expectation of something. It's like in the beginning of like business, you're not big enough to where when you make a mistake, it's noticed. Like if McDonald's made a mistake, a huge mistake, sent out every time they sent out a raw burger, everybody's on there like, oh, this place, blah, blah, blah. So you are able to make mistakes right now and without people noticing you. So, keep your options open and don't settle for just one thing. Even like I'm hearing like one person. I don't think that you should just settle on just like the first person that gives you like, hey, you're pretty good looking. Oh my God, let's get married. You know what I mean? Don't jump into something like that. Keep your options open and let them know like, hey, I am just dating around. I don't want to be too serious. And you'd be surprised how many men and women will chase once they know that you're honest and you're like trying to find other people, you know what I mean? Or you're keeping your options open and they want to be that option and it makes them want you more. So how are you shining a light in this world? What do you bring to the table? What outshines you? And from all the other signs, what outshines you? Gemini, what is your light in the world? You can bounce back so quickly and you're so adventurous. Like you are the type that could be like your friends, or if you're with somebody, like they could be like, we should go to Salt Lake tomorrow, or we should go to Vegas this weekend, or you're one that could pick up and go. And so that's that's the light that you shine, is you pick up and go no matter what. When someone calls for help, guess what? Gemini picks up and goes. When somebody needs an extra hand, Gemini's there to give a hand. When somebody's feeling down, guess what? Gemini's there to give a hand. Gemini's like the first person to get up without you don't even have to really know the person. Like you guys are so just like that you can jump up and say, hey, you need help? I'm here, and your adventurous self, you're very, how would I say it? Hardworking. So you're one to get up and move around, like very energetic and stuff. Geminis are very energetic. So your energy, your young energy, because the Knight is young. It's not as young as the Page, so it's not like a childish, but you are very light, very fun loving, and that's light that you bring to this world, is like the fun loving self that you are. The childlike can get up and go to Vegas, and have a good time, instead of being like, well, I don't know, we gotta look at the bills, of course you want to pay your bills, right? But I'm just saying, oh, well, I don't know, we don't have a plan, and we gotta, it's kind of like, yeah, let's figure it out and go. So what creative pursuits will help center you and help come into your divine, onto the path that you're supposed to be on? What is going to help you to get on your path? Okay, so we have I feel that you need to say what you need to say. This could also be people that you're dealing with. There could be 3 people that you have dealt with. There could be 3 people that are involved. You could be the Knight of Wands, this Knight of Wands energy, kind of feeling that. Also, we have the Knight of Swords coming in. This is communication. This could be like cell phone communication. You could be getting communication from a boss, from a job. If you're looking for a job, you're going to be getting news about that job. Also, really, if you can build your own business, do it. It would be a really, really good thing for you to start building on that. Even if it's something that's small, I think that you need to go for what you love. So if if you love being like helping people, you would go for being a nurse, and you could make a lot of money doing that, being it your passion. You know, people that are very passionate in their work succeed and they move up. So even if it's like your average paid like any other nurse, you love the job so much that you can jump up and, or like a teacher, or you know, a public speaker or something like that. It doesn't have to be that. I'm just like throwing examples out there. Even like office management, you could get your money in communications. So you would be surprised at even art. Like, let's say you're an artist, for example, and you're like, I just want to sell my art. That's what I want to do. You know, I want to sell art and I want to make that a thing. You should do that. You know, you should pursue that. Do that on the side if you have to, but do that, because you could fall into the King of Pentacles doing what you love. Like, I do this because I love it. You know, I do it because I like to help people, and I like to, I think it's really cool when I get it right. And people are like, especially for my close friends, and like when I do personal readings and stuff, and I get the tears and the crying, and I'm like, good, you know, get it out, let it out. And it just makes me feel so much better, because I'm like reassuring them that they're not crazy. You know, you're not crazy. You're not, there's no wrong or right way to feel, as long as it's not hurting somebody else. You know what I mean? Once you step to the lines of hurting somebody else, then that's when you've crossed it. You know what I mean? But there's no wrong way to grieve. There's no right way to grieve. Like, I just have to throw that out there, that there's no right or wrong way to make your money, you know. Unless you're degrading yourself, then that's on you, you know, and take it as it will. I'm not talking about anything specific. I'm just saying, like, you don't want to sell your soul to the devil for a buck. But at the same time, I think that whatever you have going on, it would be a really good pursuit for you. So let's clarify. What is this Knight of Swords energy for your creative pursuit? Yeah, here we go again. Like an opportunity. This is a good opportunity for money. You could be getting money. You could be getting communication about money. So if you're waiting on like a settlement, if you're waiting on money from a company, from somebody that has a lot of money, it could be an ex or whatever, you're going to be getting communication from like text, email, something about money. So who or what is this King of Pentacles? Who or what is this King of Pentacles? See, I can't make that up, you guys. It's like money is coming in for you for something. Like, you've been waiting on money, you've been waiting on communication about money, and there's going to be like an email coming in, there's going to be like something. This could be a loan, this could be a car loan, house loan, business loan, this could be a settlement, this could be a raise, like anything money-ish. Or it's just it's a tangible offer. Like, it's an offer that is tangible. This King of Pentacles, if you're dealing with somebody else, this King of Pentacles could be coming in to offer you an actual, like, tangible offer, something that's stable, or it comes off as stable. Don't trust everyone that comes off as, you know, dreamy and stuff, because it's not always that way. But I feel like you could be getting a message or a text from this person. And I feel like you're a little bit into it. Like, you're like, I'll see what it is. I'll see what happens. Okay, where can you be more spontaneous in your life? Excuse me. Where can you be more spontaneous in your life? Where can you be more spontaneous in your life? Clarify this. 5 of Wands. Where can you be more spontaneous in your life? Where can you be more spontaneous in your life? Okay. So I feel that in love, it's talking about a more spontaneous love life. I feel that you need to be clear and be very honest. You could have somebody coming in your life that's very honest, they're kind of like, my King of Swords is somebody who is very structured, very like military like. You could be fighting in the military and waiting for a loved one. You could have someone that's in the military, fighting in the military and waiting for you to come home, or you're waiting for them to come home. So maybe I'm getting like sending them fun things that they can see like overseas, or maybe trying to play a game with somebody that's overseas. And if that's you or somebody that I really thank you and I appreciate your your sacrifice for our country or for your country, as long as it's justified. I have to throw that out there. But my country, my American soldiers, I really do appreciate you guys, and I really do commend you guys for what you do. It's honestly, you guys are a blessing, and I feel like you're our angel warriors that come down from the heavens to fight for us. So I just want to take a pause and say that if you're family, I thank you as well, because what you do is a sacrifice to let your loved one go and fight for us, not knowing if they're going to come home or not. So thank you so much for your sacrifice and for their sacrifice. But yeah, so your pursuit of happiness is maybe fighting for a love, your pursuit, fighting for love, fighting for somebody honest, fighting for somebody freaking honest. Like, can someone not tell me the damn truth? Can someone just not be upfront with me and be like, this is what I want, this is, and hell, you might even be fine with it. But it's like, once they're showing you one side and then doing something different, you're just kind of like, what is that about? Like, why is this changed? What happened? Why did we go from one thing to the next? And obviously, like, you're not always going to be in the honeymoon stage. You guys have to grow and mend together, and kind of like you clash a little bit, but it shouldn't be lies. It shouldn't be that sort of situation. So who is this King of Swords? Clarify the Five of Wands and King of Swords. Clarify the Five of Wands and King of Swords. Completion. So somebody could be completing their deployment and coming home. Completion. You could be done dealing with people that aren't gonna be honest with you as well. So clarify the King of Swords. Could be a Leo that you're dealing with. Aries, Leo, Sag, Gemini. This is you as well coming out. So I feel like you're fighting for honesty. You're fighting for, you will stand in all honesty. You could know something also, and you're standing your ground because you're like, it's the truth. It's the truth. That's why I'm saying it. It's the truth, and I'm not gonna back down from it. You can accept it, but it's done. It's completed. This truth is completed, and whether you like it or you don't, I'm gonna fight for the truth. And here we are with strength and having the strength to do it. Leo season, this season right now, having the strength to do it. Leo season, full moon in Leo. This could be giving you extra strength to, it's repairing, healing, love, sort of. Go back and read my posts about the Leo in full moon in Leo. Let's see. What do you need to release in order to step into your power? So what needs to be released? What needs to be released? What needs to be released? This King of Cups. This could be your baby daddy. This could be a relationship with your father. This could be releasing any sort of bad feelings, bad emotions. You need to be loving. You need to be a pure, loving heart right now. You need to drop all judgments. And it's not for them, it's for you. It's honestly for you to gain this strength and for you to live and fight. You're fighting for your truth. And here you are. You're committed to it. You're committed to your truth. Who is this King of Cups? Who or what is this King of Cups? Who or what is this King of Cups? This is somebody that is independent. Somebody that's kind of always been independent. They or you are not accepting any sort of offers, any sort of emotion. You're just like, no, I'm good by myself, or this person's good by themselves. There was a war that was fought, and you may have won the fight, or they may have won the fight, but they lost the war. So whoever's feeling regretful, this is you or them. So this person grew independent and they were like, I'm not offering anymore. I'm not going to put my emotions in this anymore. They kind of gave up. They gave up and went their own direction. Went in their own independent direction. Yeah, I feel like there could have been two different perspectives. One person wanted to go one way, the other person wanted to go the other way, if you see how the cups are being offered. It's almost like this could have been, I'm not trying to throw out like a third party situation, but if you're done with this person and then you know I'm not. If this isn't like future stuff, this is like past stuff. So if you already know, then you know. But there could have been somebody that became independent because this person was offering to other people, and what they were offering you were just like, no, that's crap. You're offering steak, lobster, fresh fish, sushi, and here you get a little river of trout or catfish. Like, it's not even good trout. It's like catfish. Scaly, nasty, sewage catfish. And you're like, no, I'm not doing it. So why are they regretful? Why are they regretful? Why is this person regretful? You or them? They can't let go of the situation. They can't let go because it was like, it's a toxic situation, but it's like an obsession. It's like almost they were obsessive. They grew obsessive. They could have, this was just a toxic relationship. This was a relationship that went on for far too long, and so it got really nasty, or a friendship that went on way too long that got real nasty. So It could have been with a Capricorn as well. I have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn, Leo, Gemini. I have pretty much everybody. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn again, heavy Capricorn, heavy Gemini, heavy Leo. But we have a lot of independence as well. I feel like 2 people were very independent, as could have been as well. So what advice do we have? What advice do we have for Gemini? What advice do we have for Gemini? Advice for Gemini? Yeah, end it. Put a death to it. This is over. This is over, and if you keep clinging on to this, you're just going around in circles at this point. You know what I mean? It's not even healthy to revisit this. I feel like it's just so in the past that it's like, it shouldn't even be brought up anymore. It's just, it's not good for you. It was a toxic relationship. It wasn't going to work out. You know, like I said, they were just giving themselves to something else. It doesn't even have to be, you know, when I say third party, it could be work, it could be friends, could be another person. But I feel that they were just giving and giving, you know, the goods to somebody else, whether that's like their time, attention to their friends, their family, like their family, or other friends, something like that. It doesn't have to necessarily be like another sexual relationship or another relationship, but just their time wasn't for you. So that's going to be your reading, Gemini. I hope you like it. Please like, share, and subscribe. Add your friendzos. Love you. Have a good night.